Hi everyone, it's the Witchy Stitchers.
I'm Charlene.
And I'm Morgan.
Today's educational video is brought to you by the letter I. Today we will talk about my most beloved, wonderful, favorite food ever, ice cream. In the dictionary of official sarcasm, that's what we should be. We should be the sarcastic Witchy Stitchers.
I like that.
According to this educational book, bought at Barnes & Noble for $7.98 to entertain my Flosstube fans, ice cream. A creamy and delectable slap in the face to the lactose intolerant. Moving on. Thank you all for joining us today. How come you have the dot in front of your face today instead of me?
I don't know, guys. I've got this random dot right here, and I can't.
And it's a square, so it looks like her pie hole is a white circle with a red square.
I'm on mute.
That was funny. She won't be talking for the video. Okay. So thank you for joining us. We are the Witchy Stitchers. We are bringing you video 42, or as we like to call it when we prepare weekly, damn, it's time to do another one of these again.
And it's not doing the videos that drives us nuts. It's putting up all this stuff around us.
You don't realize how much crap you accumulate in 7 days until you get ready to do a video, and then you're like,
what the hell is wrong with us?
You gotta... I can't get past it's the stop, pause button.
Normally it's on this side, my phone updated.
I'm going to be chuckling the whole video, so just ignore me. So, today it is 84 degrees, real feel 88. We have got so much smoke and ash and whatever you want to call it from the fire literally burning over the hill. Well, fires. We've got 5 burning in the state. Smoke coming in from California. It is horrible here. It's a good day to stay inside and stitch.
Dalton and I went on a walk today. After school.
After school?
We started school today.
I have 2 freshmen. And I didn't cry.
Yeah, because you didn't have to send us away.
Why do you have to bring details to our video? What the heck? This is why we don't have nice things. So, we have lots to talk to you about. Actually, we don't have diddly-do to talk to you about today, but I have a list because I have to be organized. So, first thing I want to talk to you about, our count.
Yeah.
It was a busy week doing absolutely nothing. Actually, we did a lot.
Ignore her.
We did a lot, but it wasn't stitching. So
worked all week.
Yeah, she worked all week. I worked all week, but in a different capacity. So my count, I'm a smidge over 9,500, and my year-to-date count is, I am literally like frog hair from 119,000. I think I'm like 118.9 and change. Wow. So I'll get 119 tonight.
Cool.
How about you?
So I've been failing big time.
I haven't been failing. We've been pretending to do stuff. It's not good to me.
I don't have an actual count, but I've done about 3,300 for the month, so I'm at probably 55,000
for the year.
Yeah. Cool. So it's been a busy week. A long,
very busy week. And it's been hotter than Hades. So we'll jump right in. Yeah, and the dogs are already going crazy. We just got started.
Who was it that said it the other day? Every time you start talking, the animals go berserk. Was it Darren? I know he said that his cats
I don't know.
do it.
Somebody said that, and they're so spot on. Because
they are.
We start talking, and the cats start climbing the walls, and the dogs just sort of crap themselves. Oh, totally. Well, and I swear that our psychotic neighbor knows that we're doing these videos.
Because she lets her dog out.
She'll kick her dog out, and her dog is as crazy as she is, so then he'll start barking, and then these two start barking, and then it's just one great big bark party. And we're not invited. Maybe it's because we can't speak the language.
Yeah, it's because we're not bitchy enough.
We'll work on that. We'll get back to you. So, before we go any further, we have made a very egregious error in our shout outs. And I would sincerely apologize if I was a sincere person.
But you threatened to mess up our name.
So it's
Game
on. Game on. So I thought that I would make a note so all the world, or at least our 307 video subscribers who we get to irritate on a weekly basis, can appreciate this. So Danielle, hey, look at the screen. Come on, pay attention. Yeah, you right there. Look. Ready? Apparently she's not the blue, and apparently she's not a dork. Her name is The Cozy Coneflower, and her name is Danielle. And honey, I love you, but you got an accent. Okay, that
Hold on
just
1 second. And round 1 of opening the door and shutting the door begins.
so. Again, for our egregious error, we're so very sorry.
And one more thing before we show our pretties.
Debbie!
Debbie,
Debbie!
look! I heard you!
We told her that you made her famous in the Netherlands. She went, do I look pretty for my followers?
She was sleeping on the chair.
Apparently cats don't care if they're famous in the Netherlands.
Do you not care?
We think she's awesome.
Hi,
For
Debbie.
those of you who are new to us, this is Poe,
Yeah,
aka Potato. We named her Poe, first of all, because Edgar Allan Poe is like my all-time favorite author, well, and William Shakespeare, but that's a long name for a cat. Anyway, we named her
We could
Poe.
name her Willie.
But she's a girl. Anyway, when she was a kitten, that's Winnie.
I thought it was Willie.
It's Winnie.
It sounds like he says Willie.
Maybe he does say Willie.
He does.
He
Anyway.
does say Willie. Why do you get me distracted with thoughts of Harrison Ford? You're a horrible, horrible child.
Star Wars.
May the force be with you. So, anyway, when we got her, she was a kitten. She was nuts. I mean, absolutely freaking crazy. Climbing walls, and she was crazy.
I still do.
You still do. We had a, like a...
It was like a rail fence.
Yeah, like
couch.
a rail fence couch, furniture set. And she and her brother would climb underneath those like they were doing a freaking military workout.
It was ridiculous.
Poe fit her perfectly. Now she's mellow and calm, and she's like the
She
deceased
has her
Edgar Allan Poe version.
moments.
Yeah, if I give her too much crack in the morning, because apparently we have catnip over there in a box.
Nighttime. If the weather's changing at night.
Yeah. You notice how she's like looking away, like she doesn't want her fans to see her? She's like,
also
oh, human, just let me go.
I'm a taco gato potato goto.
All right, so
All right.
moving on.
You want it now.
We could talk about her all day.
You'd love her.
So found an estate sale last week and got some incredible deals. You know, those 50-cent or $1 patterns that you find that, yeah, that was me. So I found a few. When I can find them cheap and inexpensive and get a good deal, I will do it. I have been looking for these for quite some time. So I was very happy with my very inexpensive haul.
Works.
To answer your question, which I can hear you asking, what did I do all week that we weren't busy? She will go first and show you her pretties.
Alright, so I'm actually want to show you guys this first.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's
I
very nice.
have a Stitchy Buddy in Canada. Isn't this gorgeous? Now you guys are probably wondering, what the hell is this for? It's massive. It's 16 count. Actually, it's shrunk a little bit.
Yeah, I think I measured it. It actually went down to just...
17 or 18.
Yeah, it's in between the two.
So, what the heck is this for? Trina and I, Trina Lucic? Trina Brown Lucic.
Yes.
Yes. I think that, yes. And I.
Damn. That didn't end
Do you
well.
want to pick that up while I talk about this?
We'll get it in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Are going to start Winter Quaker together in September for Sam for September.
Yes.
So she needs some fabric.
Yes.
And she just goes on and on and on about my fabric. I don't know why.
Trina's awesome.
I love her. Her and I have
Trina's
had.
our new Canadian
I
connection.
know. Her and I have had quite the conversations.
She and I, Grandma Nazi.
Sorry. She and I. My bad. I spent too much time around teenagers this weekend.
You're going to show your project bags or you're going to keep you upping?
Yes. Prickly!
These are hugs of hedges.
So I've got cactus hedgehogs, sleepy hedgehogs,
I don't remember what I put inside of that.
wooden hedgehog, and flowers.
Can you see there's an obsession here?
And guess what's in it?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Kylo Ren?
No, he has a dog. I've had a hedgehog squeaky toy if I was a dog.
There's so many things I could say to that.
She made me my Hogwarts bag. So you've got the Marauder's map. And then the trio. There we go. And that one has Hogwarts in it. And then, meow.
It's all the same. And then it's got a...
It's got a little
did I give
bag.
you a little bag for that one?
Does.
Uh,
Does this one? I think this one's all the same too.
yeah, they're all
Yeah.
the same.
So
Cool.
she spoiled me.
And then I made, this is for one of our subscribers. Her favorite color is green. So, matching pair, Vanna.
Is the inside different?
And the inside is a pretty green.
Pretty little leaves.
And then, okay, I don't like, well, I shouldn't say it. I'm not a fan of green. I have plants all over my house and things like that, but as far as
Like
you know,
green
bags
clothing
and
and stuff.
clothes, yeah, I'm not a green person at all. Found this fabric, absolutely
found
fell
this
in love with it. Did you find this one?
Yeah, that one was you. No, this one was me. That one's you.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, that's pretty. That'll make a pretty bag. And then I got it made up, and I'm like, oh. So, I have to go on a
I know
hunt
what
for
I'm buying
this.
her at
I
the
know.
end of the month.
Well, I got the last of it though. That's the thing. So we're gonna have
Maybe
to
the
go
other
back.
one will have it.
Maybe. Anyway, check this out. Isn't that just?
Oh, and guys, we fixed her lighting. Is the inside different? Yep.
Yeah, and the inside is the same green that the other two are. So these will go in the mail this week,
Yes, I will get zipper pulls made.
and she will make you zipper pulls. You know who you are, so you should probably message Morgan or I or us
Actually,
or
we have one
them
made for her.
and tell us something else that is your favorite that you would like to go on the other one of these. You know who you are. Your favorite color is green. You have
We've been in quite the conversation.
you sent Morgan a package.
You supplied my addiction.
Message us. It's not a request. It's an order.
Message us now,
Please
please.
use your manners. Raised you better than that.
Excuse me.
So I'm going to let her show you this because this is,
We cried.
oh my God.
And I just hit my finger on the table. I
Told you
cut
this
my
is why we
finger
don't have
making
nice
salad
things.
last night. It hurts so bad.
Can't take her anywhere
No,
at all.
I haven't cut it at work, and I carry a buck knife at work, and I come home and make a freaking salad with a Perry knife, and I slice it open.
What she's not telling you is that she cut it clean in the knife.
I did the exact same thing at work yesterday with my knife, and I didn't do that.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce you to my daughter, Morgan. She's special.
I am. special. Special in the head. Alright.
Look at these. Look. Are these not gorgeous? I'm stitching them off.
She is. And then I'm stitching them.
Is that not the creepiest face you ever seen?
That is a creepy face. You can show that one.
I'll show this one. Go ahead.
So then she sent us some angels.
That's playful.
Which I'm thinking, stitch them on tiny count and turn them into Christmas ornaments.
Okay. That works.
Thinking out loud here.
Thinking out loud.
My
That
favorite.
was the pretty card.
It's a pretty
Isn't that
card.
beautiful?
My very favorite one of the favorites.
Well, yeah, that one's my favorite
Either that
too.
one or this one.
I don't know. They're both awesome. I love this one. That's gorgeous.
I wonder if this is what I was thinking about last night.
Oh, maybe.
She supplied us with more Dontelliot.
Yeah, and you know, we all know how we hate Joan Elliott. Not.
I knew that this one existed in...
See, and I've seen this one on like Stitch Mania or something. And then I think it was this one that I saw on the Joan Elliott page that we belong to.
Was it that one?
Joan in July? I think.
I can't remember.
I can't either. I've slept since then.
Anyway, she supplied us with that.
Gorgeous, and I don't even like Christmas. Isn't
This
that gorgeous?
is beautiful, and
Check it out.
it's kitted
Right?
with fancy floss.
I gotta stitch it.
So you know what? She's starting in September. And that's not all.
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
She sent us fabric. So this one is called Fraser's Ridge.
So
Pretty green. This would be pretty for your dragon. You can have it. And then this one is Kaleidoscope.
Water.
Yeah. And this is all Lugana, 25 count Lugana. And this is, how do you say that? Rihanna?
Ryanon? Ryanon? I have no idea.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
It's pretty Halloween.
Yeah.
Definitely needs Halloween.
Gorgeous.
And then Lazy Daisy.
And these are hand dyed by Stephanie. Didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I suck.
No. But these are just amazing.
Alright. And then Snowdrift.
Air.
Yeah. You can tell we're planning as we're going. And then Giggles?
Not a clue.
I think this is Giggles. I don't know. It's a pretty blue, green.
For something I'm thinking something Celtic, but I'm probably totally wrong.
I'm probably completely butchering the word. It's probably just something really simple.
Thank you.
I
You
love
made
you.
me cry. You're amazing. You made my daughter's day, and she loved your visit that you guys got to have. I'm going to have Morgan pause the video for a minute so I can clean up my mess, and we'll be right back.
Hold on. Alright, take two.
We're back. Did you miss us? It's so long. I actually had to take time to go pee because I forgot to before we started the video. And I'd sit here and I'd get like this.
Fancy over here.
Where'd the ribbon come from?
The fabric.
All right.
You can make that into patriotic cards for
Ooh, smarty pants.
holiday.
So I have a finish. Oh! It was scary, wasn't it?
Do that again.
I had to make sure they were awake. They've been very boring. I wanted to, make
Oh
sure
yeah,
they were...
giggle fits and potato is boring.
Might be. Some
Do you guys
people-
think Pogo's boring?
No, Pogo's the star of the show. We're just here.
I know. I wish Luna would jump up here and
We're
say
we're
hi.
like what would we're like the back dancers at a J-Lo concert. And she's the star of the show.
Okay.
Without the skimpy outfit and.
Yeah, I don't think I could fit my butt in one of those.
Moving on. My finish. So she is a gift for a friend. Morgan dyed my fabric for me. I finished her last night. Couldn't decide. I have been waiting for the universe to speak to me and tell me how to finish her.
Whack!
I got nothing. And her birthday's like a week away. So I would love ideas in the next 24 hours, because if I don't put it in the mail tomorrow, she ain't going to get it in time for birthday, although she probably won't get it in time for birthday anyway.
More like in the next 8 hours. It's going to take me 2 hours to get this thing put together.
Yeah, that too. So that was my finish for the night.
That's not how you write.
Don't judge how I use a pen. Okay, so do we want to save this for last?
Yes.
So if we offend anybody, we offend them at the end.
F it all.
So what I worked on this week was the usual suspects, because we all know I have usual suspects. I have been working on The Castle by Teresa Winsler. I don't remember my stitch count for this week. But
Here, hold my soda.
hold my beer, Cat. You know that would end badly in the real world. So,
We ain't in the real world, though, are we?
where did I do? I did a whole bunch in his
You were in
wing
his
this
wing,
week.
and you were down here.
And then, yeah, I did a whole bunch.
And you were up here a little bit.
Whole bunch in the rocks, and then
She's just looking at it like
think
it's
that's it.
offended her.
I didn't get a lot done on this week. I think I only stitched on it once or twice. I can't remember. Anyway, what do you got?
Alright.
That was good English.
Guess what, guys? I got a page finish! You want it, please?
The dot's not in front of me now, so I can see what I'm doing.
I know, right? And now I'm like trying to see the world beyond the dots. Okay, guys, I'm struggling here today. I got a page finish!
Happy dance.
Look at those birds. Just look at them.
They're goofy.
Ever seen a bird like that?
I told you, it's like a bird of paradise.
It has to be because they're mirrored on the other side.
Oh, are they?
Huh?
No, that one looks like a peacock. The other one looks like a bird of paradise.
Maybe. Whatever, they look weird.
I think they're cool.
They're cool, it's just so different.
Anything worthwhile is different.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows today's Mail Hill Monday. Whoop, whoop. We all know that Charlene's obsessed with Mail Hill Monday.
Duh.
I used to hate Mondays. Now Mondays are one of my favorite days of the week.
As long
So,
as I don't work with them, I don't care.
so I still have to put in the rest of my stitches. My goal is 250 because I put this into, pardon me, Enchanted Stitches homework for the week. So this is a new start. I think I showed this to you guys last week or 2 weeks ago. Hell, I don't know. That's where I've gotten to. A little over 100 stitches. So I will finish up that stitch count today before, oh, excuse me, it's retired for Monday. And then of course next Monday I will start my 5th Monday. And I've explained that in my other videos. I'm sure my long-term subscribers are like, just here we get it.
Show another one. You have more than I do.
I'm so confused. So last week, oh, help me out with words here. So last week, I don't remember what the prompt was. It was something to do with love. Love?
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about
So
Ray and Evangeline.
Yes. So I had told you guys that I was going to do the love stamp. And then I thought about it. And I changed my mind.
Happens often.
It happens a lot. So this is one of my maniest parts. Time for a nap. As you can tell, we've got an obsession with Karen Kluba. Kluba? How do you say that? I don't know. Anyway, she's an incredible designer. This is what I got done. So when I picked it up, so it was basically 250 stitches. When I picked it up, I think I had this little bit in here done, or I don't remember for sure what all I had done. Anyway, this is how much I have done now. Like I told her, I can totally understand the obsession with these patterns, because you start one of those little motifs and you're like, I must.
We've decided it's because,
Did we break the phone?
Nope, okay.
Okay. It came up and said, blah, 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 blah.
My phone has this new thing where instead of just completely cutting us off, it will roll over into a new video while we're still talking.
But it comes up and it flashes stuff on the screen, and
And
it's too fast for me to see it.
It tells you that it's doing that.
So confused. Just saying.
I think that's our new addiction today. And her bottle's broken.
Lord.
It looks like that monster from Percy Jackson. I worked on my frog.
Roar.
Ribbit. Ribbit. What did I do on you? Okay, so I just worked over, I pulled some green out, and I worked where his eye is. I think over here. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Just hopping along.
You're such a dork.
Do you want to get this off?
Hey, Dalton, come here a second. And just to reiterate, so you guys know, one more time, cozy coneflower.
I don't think he heard you. Hold on a second, guys.
Dalton, come here, please.
Hold on. Take 3.
Dogs had to come in, because apparently it's warm outside. I knew. Okay,
I'm glad I'm not working today.
where are we at?
We're at the kitchen table. Guys, you might be missing a witchy stitcher next week.
I would never cause harm to my child. So, do we have a picture of this? We do.
I have one.
So, the Hade page, Heaven and Earth Designs, I don't remember how long ago it was.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I forgot to have you hidden these so I could wash them.
I'm not going to do that. They had several free patterns, and one of the ones that piqued our interest was Night Cafe.
Which, that does not do it justice.
No, you guys need to Google this picture of this gentleman's art. His artwork is phenomenal. Anyway, what are you trying?
I'm sorry,
you
guys.
didn't tell him about Dramamine. Oh my god.
My phone slipped it. I've got a pop socket on the back.
Pop socket something. So anyway,
There we go.
As we start sliding down, trying to be serious here.
Our chin's gonna be on the table.
I know. So
Name of this video: Ice Cream and Giggles. That sounds like a start to a bad joke.
I could go down that
I
road, but
know.
it would be inappropriate. I think this is a PG-13 rated R film. Anyway,
So much for
the gentleman that done that painting, his anniversary of his death was on the 19th. And so we decided to stitch this pattern. First of all, because we absolutely loved it, and second of all, it was like, oh, what a great way to commemorate this, this artist. So Morgan and I stitched it, and we also stitched it with Nicole with Stitching Happens. I have something to tell you about her before we leave.
Oh, and Nicole, oh my god, this is dots driving me nuts.
I put up with it every week. So she did a stitch along with this, and we had a couple other stitchers who, I need to make a comment about this person.
Okay, when we get done.
Yes, we got to remember that person. You know who you are. I'll tell you. Anyway, a couple other stitchers had said, I want to get this kitted up, or I am kitting it up, or we would love to have you join us. And you don't have to start it today, or, when you are able and ready, we would love to have you join us. So the stitch along is going to be there because we ain't got nowhere near finished. I ended up putting in 489, I think, stitches in mine. So that's how far that I got. And so remember 2 or 3 videos ago, I said the next height I pick up, I want to pick a color and finish it.
She tried.
I tried. I failed. I failed biblically. I can't
She
get
tried
past
it
the
down
dots.
here, and then she thought she messed up because she marked it off, a symbol off that she didn't need.
I can't. I can't. I have to sew in the holes. I'm a failure.
You're not. Alright, here's mine. I did 258. I have this in for full coverage fanatics. So I'll probably give this some more love. Maybe I'll put it into this one's homework.
She's wondering.
Alright, next.
Let me go next.
Yep.
So, guess what?
This is a happy dance one.
Got the big half of page 6 finished. So in page 6, I have 4 columns, the length of the page. And then I have page 7, and then I have that much of page 8, because that's all the wider it is. It's like 9 stitches across and down.
Not even a whole box across.
No. So,
Looky, looky, looky.
isn't that so gorgeous? I just want to sit and pet it.
I
I
can't get over
finished-
this stuff.
I know, right? So this is all done, and then I started back up here last night, so I can finish up page 6.
She's gonna have it back done
I'm
by the
so
end of the
happy.
year.
I have 9,500 and some stitches.
Can I show your pumpkins really quick?
I'm so happy. Well, that's my future plans.
Oh, so you white pumpkins. No, I'm talking about these pumpkins.
Don't mess with the plans.
I've got one more, so I'm trying to not leave her hanging here.
Okay, white pumpkins. I did this last Monday for. Sorry, guys. Smoke is killing me. Mill Hill Monday.
And the spooky styrofoam head's gone.
The spooky styrofoam head is gone. Stacy, there's no more wig holder. It's gone.
Bye-bye.
It's gone. I am so in love with this one.
She hated it at first,
I
too.
did. I just was like, this is probably going to be my favorite Mill Hill. Seriously.
Possibly.
I love this so much. And I've been so good. I've stuck to my guns. He's so proud of me. I have not started the beads, which is huge for me because I'm one of those that's like, I know, right? I gotta see what it looks like. I've got to put some beads in.
I started the beads on my Mira.
She did. She did.
Look who finally came out of hiding. So,
She worked on him last night.
I did. I put him into homework. Too deep to stop, too far to
Something
stop.
like that.
I have threatened to quit this project more times than not, and it's not the piece. I just can't stitch for some reason when I work on this.
She makes oopses. So, Easter Island, the Pez heads.
Dum dum give me gum gum.
So, future plans moving forward.
Let me put this child
Are you going to work on coloring moving forward?
No.
Okay.
in.
So
He's never gonna get done.
we have this. I have this. I don't know if you do. I have this in my
Yes.
homework for acrostic. We still haven't started it yet.
These
We
guys
ran
are
out
gonna
of-
think that we're just never gonna start it.
I know. I know because we talk about it every week. They're like, "Where's Louise?" That's gonna be like a running joke. You know, like, "Where's Waldo?" We're gonna do "Where's Louise?" Maybe that's what we should do
That's
next
what we're
week's
gonna
video.
name. That's what we're gonna name it the week that we start it finally.
So if that's the title, you know what we got started. What'd you do?
Jinx scratched my foot.
Oops.
Her
So-
claws were
Jinx is right here. Come
like-
here,
Who's
Jinx.
underneath me?
probably
Oh, it's
Snoopy.
Snoopy. That's
So-
just bad.
We are going to start it this week. Our printer cartridge died, and so we always make a working copy. We always save our hard copies. Sometime between now and next Monday, the time we come back to you, you will see
Hopefully.
a start on Louise. Well, I have to, or I have to change my homework.
I will put in one single stitch in between all my homework and work and
It's
everything
not fun to
else.
start it by yourself.
I know. I will do that with you, even if it's
I'll like handwrite the pattern just enough so you can get started on it, so you've got a working copy. How's that sound? Also in my homework, this was a Mania start. I think it was a Mania start.
May 31st.
Blend in place. I think I showed this to you guys last week.
A couple weeks ago.
Was it? Anyway, this is on my to-do list to get done next week or this week
Oh, I
too.
forgot I had green in this too.
You don't have 250 stitches on it.
No, but I've got purple.
You have purple.
So, can I have you hold this, please?
Why, yes, Pat
Looks
Seja. I will
like
be your banner.
So, I'm working on Spooky Street. Spooky.
So, as you guys know, I've told you in the other videos, Wednesday, day after tomorrow, would have been my dad's 100th birthday. And I wanted to do something, because that's huge. I mean, he was 2 months short of turning 91 when he passed away, so he lived a good, long life.
Watch the world completely change.
He did, very much so. I give my dad credit for being the person that I am, smart ass and all. He was an amazing man. So I want to commemorate his 100 years. My dad was a cowman, he was a coal miner, he was an uranium miner, but first and foremost he was a rancher and a farmer. And had a huge love for cows, horses, pigs, livestock. He also knew that I had a very strong love for said creatures and for what little tiny smidge of Native American history that I have in my blood. So I decided that this is what I'm going to start on Wednesday in homage to my dad. I don't plan on getting a whole lot done, but I do plan on starting it and putting some work into it so I can work along on this. This one, who talked me into 25 count for trance, which I enjoy. Surprisingly, I really do enjoy
We've
stitching on
decided,
it.
though, to stop being so ballsy.
Yeah, so we are going to do, and she's going to do one also.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Not War Pony. Go ahead.
So,
But we're going to do it on 20 count.
so I will actually finally start Deep Ocean. So, there's really not a connection with him, but I know that he'd be really proud of me for pursuing my dreams.
Absolutely.
So,
Thanks, cool.
yeah.
Awesome. So, what I wanted to mention earlier that I thought of, so, and I haven't responded to your comment because I wanted to respond here, and actually there was 2 comments. We had a comment about Mill Hills, and I will get to that in just a minute. Mary, and if I totally trash this, feel free to pull a Danielle on me and just totally chew me apart. But I believe it was Mary Parker.
Yes, it was.
Um,
That's the only other Mary we have.
I think so. She has a Flosstube. I actually subscribed to her
Mary
yesterday.
Parker. She's on Stacy's page, I think.
Is that it? Okay. So anyway, this wonderful woman left me a message about Gossamer Threads. Gossamer Threads was in one of my cross stitch magazines, and I've shown it to you guys a few times, and every time I show it to you, I'm like, this woman is a saint, because she says, well, I stitched that before, but did you know there's 2 more companion pieces? Do tell. So she leaves me this Etsy site, which is called Ship's Manor. And at first I was like, and then I remembered the designer's name is Eric Shipley. Go to the Etsy page. Oh my God. I've got to have them. Because the other 2, one's a blue and purplish, and the other one is more blues.
We found out about them yesterday or day before.
And this is what I thought of. I thought of like the sunrise sunset thing. So you've got the dark blue when the sun's coming up, and then you've got the sun all day, and then you've got the purple for the sunset for nighttime.
I can't have one. That's why.
And I'm thinking if I did, so the trilogy of them on my wall. So thank you, Mary, for igniting, no pun intended, the flame to get that done, because as soon as I get it done, I can justify getting the other 2 to have the companion pieces. They're so beautiful. So Mary, I don't know you, but I love you, and you're amazing, because you just emptied my pocketbook another $20. Anyway, Mill Hill. So a question was asked about how I do the Mill Hills. Ordinarily, I do not have the patience to wait to do the beading last. I usually get, so I never bead without surrounding threads.
It's so different.
So I'll show you right quick what I mean. And they're really easy. I don't use, this is the only time that I don't use a hoop of any kind, because it is perforated paper, and it tears really, really easy. It is very unforgiving. So what I do is I stitch in hand as much as I can. So, but as I get over here to this edge, I will very gently, you treat it like a cigar, when you roll.
Right now it's
like
not
cigar
time for
paper.
her to do that.
No, but just very gently roll it with your hands, and then use your back fingers here to hold your threads and whatnot to stitch when you get over here to the edge. I honestly have a harder time stitching over here because I have such little space and I have big hands. So this edge over here is harder for me than getting over here. Always wash your hands with any stitching, but that goes without saying, but always wash your hands, especially as you roll it over, get over, because this gets dirty. I mean, as you can see, this is whites and creams, so I have to be very careful. All of this open in here, so all of these open holes in here, that's all beadwork. I think this in here that's all open, that's all beadwork too. Ordinarily, I would get that sewn in, and then I would come back down and I would go ahead and do the beadwork. But this is a personal thing to me on this particular project, to get the stitching done and then do the beading, because I just want to see how long I can hold out, because I know me and my resistance to the power of beads, because I really enjoy.
3 weeks later.
I really enjoy doing beadwork. But again, I make sure that all of the stitching is done around the bead area that's going to be there. And then of course there's the one big button down here at the bottom. I always wait to do it last, because if you don't, your threads will inevitably get caught up on that, and it's a pain in the ass. You can stitch it however you want. I know a lot of people that do their beadwork as they go. If it's the same thread. So for example, if you're sewing this green and you've got beads right here that you use that green for, even if they don't have this other stitching done, they would still go ahead and do it. I don't like to do that, because I use that thread that is secured down to secure my bead stitching. Again, that's the way that I do it. I've done several of these mill hills and I've never had a problem with it, other than I have had my paper rip, and if it rips or gets wet, it's bad. I was making one, for her first grade teacher. Oh, actually it was Dalton. No, it was when Dalton.
I thought it was when I was.
Was it? Anyway, one of the kids was in the first grade, and I found the Schoolhouse one, and you can still find it. And I stitched it for her, and I had it almost done. And one of the kids, so I was at the bus stop, and I was finishing up, and one of the kids, I don't know which one of it was, went to jump in the truck, and the dog jumped over the back seat. We have a two-seater pickup. Jumped over the back of it and landed in the middle of it. And of course, the only place that her paw could land was in the middle of that stitching. And it tore like 4 pieces of perforated paper. What do I do? So I got home, and I pondered and I pondered and pondered and thought, okay, I'm going to firmware fix this. So I put Scotch tape on the back and made it act as the perforated paper, so to speak. It worked, it held together perfectly, didn't have another bit of problem. I wouldn't advise that, but if you get in a pickle, it does work. And it was a pickle.
How you'd fix that?
Because that was 2 days before I had to have it done for Christmas.
It had to have been the year I was.
I think it was. I think it was.
I remember it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my advice on mill hills. So, one more thing before we go. So, go to Stitching Happens. It's Nicole's page. Nicole is doing a fundraiser for a breast cancer walk that she's going to be doing in August of next year. She has got a link on her page to how you can help with the fundraiser. If you are a designer, if you are just a very generous person, she is taking donations for this fundraiser to do an auction in October to raise money to go toward this walk. She is also just has a donation page where you can go and donate money that will go to the Cancer Foundation. I believe it is Susan G. Komen.
Yes.
I'm not positive, but go to her page. She's got it. She's mentioned it on her latest video that she just put out, Stitching Happens.
Posted yesterday.
I believe it's on Instagram, and I know it's on Facebook.
I know it's on Facebook. I don't think it's on Instagram.
No? Okay.
Maybe.
Anyway.
I think she might have posted something. I can't remember.
Go and check it out. It's a great cause. I personally am going to donate a few things. The first thing, and I think I dropped hints at this last week.
You alluded at it.
I alluded at it. So, I've got to tell you one thing to tell you another thing, and this is if you're going to get offended, I don't care.
Bye-bye. Leave.
I watched the majority of my family members suffer with diseases of all kinds. All but one of my dad's siblings died from cancer of some sort. No, all but 2. One of them was in a car accident. One of them was in a car accident. They had cancer of some sort. Cancer is nothing to laugh at. It is nothing to joke about. But like my dad said, if you have something like that you have to deal with, there's nothing else you can do but laugh with it. Exactly. To make the best of a bad situation. Don't ever think that I make light of anybody's ailments. Asthma, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, whatever you have. None of it is funny. None of it is something to laugh at. It is serious. But again, you have to make the best of a bad situation. That being said, when I told Nicole that I would do this donation that I'm getting ready to show you for her fundraiser, it was really funny because we were texting and talking back and forth, and I picked up the mail and my subscription was in the mail. And I found, when I opened it up to start looking at it, again, we're still texting back and forth. I'm at the football field waiting for Dalton at football.
Unless I gotten off work yet.
You had not gotten off work yet. No, because I tried texting you about it and you were at work and couldn't answer me. When I get really excited about a pattern, I just text everybody I love, and I'm like,
And normally I answer, but I
She's
was
got a job
breaking
to
a
do.
load, so I couldn't.
What comes first? So anyway, I saw this pattern, and anybody who knows me knows that I love scraps. I have got a ridiculous stash of fabric. The majority of my quilts are scrappy. So when I saw this, I immediately thought, oh my gosh. And so I took a picture of it and I sent it to Nicole and I said, how about this? And I sent her a couple other options and she's like, whatever you want to do, do it. Don't ever tell me that, because
That is the worst thing you could ever say to this woman.
I'll just do, because that's what I do.
This
Does
little,
that make sense?
This is like a think tank, and you just give it coffee. It's like you fill it up with the go-go juice, and then it's just.
I like her analogy. I feel like a robot suddenly. So anyway, I decided to do this quilt. Right? That's next video. Because we will lose subscribers at that point.
About my child?
Her child, yes. She has a feathery child.
I have over 200 feathered children.
You can tell them next week. Just, bait them with excitement.
You guys want to know about my children? Come to the next episode.
So anyway, I decided to do this quilt. And I decided that, because it's breast cancer, that I would do part of it with scraps, and then I would do the other part with pink, which is appropriate. This is the part that if you're going to get offended,
Bye-bye.
too bad. Because, again, you have to laugh at bad situations. And I am a twisted individual anyway. I have lost several of my friends to breast cancer. I have seen many of my friends
Keep going.
beat breast cancer. Sorry, the video thing came up. I've made several quilts for my friends going through chemotherapy with all different kinds of cancers. So if you think for 5 seconds that I'm making light of the disease, you are sorely mistaken, and you are in the wrong place to be entertained by this humor. And yes, it is very near and dear to my heart, because like I said, many family members that I've lost to cancer. So yesterday, I'm sewing my blocks together. And stick with me. So, for those of us here in the United States, and maybe it's this way overseas, I'm not sure, but in the United States, a lot of gentlemen's clubs, I don't know another way to say it, strippers, I don't mean paint either, when they do their things, they have to put pasties on their nipples. That's what I always grew up knowing them as, was pasties.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they're stars. Are you with me so far? You know where this is going? I am making a pasty quilt.
She said that to me while I was taking care of a customer yesterday. I almost died laughing.
So I talked to a really good friend of mine yesterday. Hi, Lisa. I love you.
No, Lisa, I didn't drop out of college.
She's going through a really horrific time right now. I told her the story. Apparently you're not supposed to tell these kind of stories when people are drinking or eating. Who knew?
We are not held responsible for how it comes out of your nose.
These are the first 2 rows of my Pasty Stars.
You have 12 strippers here.
11. I told you. Oh my God, you can't count.
No, there's even.
No, there's not. There's 5 on the bottom.
Oh, there is.
No, there is 6. Never mind, I can't count either. So this is the first 2 rows. There are going to be 61 stars. Yeah, she said this just screams Vegas.
Right? Doesn't it?
So there's 61 stars. There's 60 stars. I don't remember how many stars
61
there are.
pinks then?
No, there are 61 stars. Ignore me. Just ignore me.
I'm so confused right now, and that's not hard to do.
There's 960 2-inch ones. All of these are scraps. Yes, I have plenty. Don't worry. I'm good. I was 7 short of having enough pinks. You heard that right. I needed 61.
Somebody outgrew the pink phase.
I have a fabric stash. I'm not lying. This isn't a joke. So, I thought that you guys would appreciate my passion behind not only helping my friend raise money for a wonderful cause, but my sick and twisted sense of humor for pasties on your boobies to help them get well.
Well, what was it going around there for a while in October to post what type of color bra you wear?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? So this is my challenge to all of my Flosstubers. Excuse me,
Ooh, no,
our
go right ahead.
Flosstubers. I challenge you to do one of two things. And if you can't, because of your financial situation, trust me, I get it better than anybody. But if you are in a position where you can and are able, even if it's $1,
It's more than she had yesterday.
please go and donate to her page or participate in her auction to raise money for this cause. Again, this is very close to my heart, no pun intended. I know that it's very close to Nicole's. Morgan has boobs too, so I'm sure it's close to her heart too.
That's something we worry about constantly.
That's right. So please, I challenge you, I ask sincerely of you to go to Stitching Happens. Her name is Nicole, and even if it's $1, that's all I ask, $1, to help her out on her challenge. That is my request to you guys today. Please and thank you. I will get off my soapbox. Do you have anything else today?
I wanted to say,
Snoopy had something to say. Apparently she's an opinionated border collie.
who knew? She couldn't be worse than the puppy I met yesterday.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so one of you guys shot us an email, and no, I'm not ignoring you. No, I'm not mad at you. Snoopy! I will answer you. We've been busy, and I've been trying to get my stitching done. And
Do
really,
you have an email to answer?
yeah.
You better get on it.
I'm sorry. I love you. I will answer you. I promise. I've been trying to figure out how to answer you and make sense. Because in my head it makes sense, but when I try to put it into words, it's like, blah.
Guess you know who the writer in the family is.
I can write poetry.
Hi, humans.
Hi, Debbie. I'm Noopy.
All right, guys. So, go and check out the Blue Dork. Game on.
Challenge accepted.
Game on. Please take me up on my challenge. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Be well. The air is horrible. I know it's affecting a lot of people. And above anything else on the planet,
Be kind. Bye.
have a good day.